There are pains and there are pains and problems that people will pay you to solve. And the key is knowing the difference, right? Hey there, Tiffany Jameson here, and I'm inviting you to a live online training where you will discover how to find those profitable problems, pains, and passion in almost every industry. Even if you're like, hey, Tiff, I have a ton of trainings I've already been to. My industry is different. I suck at sales. I will vomit if I think of selling anything. I don't want to sell. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to do. I've been in every mastermind. I'm still not making money. I've wasted money. My family is pissed if I spend any more money. Like all of that. I'm going to share with you how to find those problems in any industry, right? By understanding human or buyer psychology. Now, the technique called the profitable pains and problems pentagon. It's a mouthful, but it's a way that if there's inflation, recession, it doesn't matter. Like, this isn't about trends or following trends or anything like that. It's about understanding basic human psychology, right? And why we buy and what we will buy and what we won't buy, despite what's happening around us. Because this technique, the Pentagon, works in almost any industry. So I've put together a live workshop where you can have this Pentagon, and we're going to go through it. We're going to have hot seats. You can interact with me. You'll get the replays and the slides and, all this cool stuff, workbook, the whole nine, so that you can use all of your Black Friday stuff you just bought. Your Cyber Monday stuff you just bought. You just plug this in. I mean, now it's Black Friday and Cyber Monday, right? And people are offering you all this cool stuff. And yay, because I love a sale like the next person. I have 5 under 13. So I'm eager to get a good deal. At the same time, none of that stuff matters if you don't even know what problem that you solve. So if you don't know what problem you solve for people, a branding course isn't going to help you. Yes, you can have the right colors and a catchphrase and everything else, but if you don't know how to talk about what problem you solve for people, they're still going to give you that glazed look like, oh, okay, right? Or you're not going to be able to sell as many of your trainings or courses or live events or books or whatever, because you're just not solving a problem that people will pay to solve. And there's a big difference. Mark Cuban talks about forget about solving your passion or finding your passions, solve problems. The same thing. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. Find problems, solve them for people, tell them that you can solve it, and you'll be wealthy, right? OnlyFans. I've worked with dominatrix, BDSM, pastors, ministers, although some people kind of think that's the same thing, teachers, just regular everyday people who are or quietly or not so quietly building their fortunes, right? Who have side hustles, or this is their main hustle, underemployed, overemployed, who failed in the past, dropped out of masterminds, you name it. I've had the great privilege of working with these awesome people who just needed to figure out how to find the problem. And once they did, they were able to crank out things for people left and right. And people just keep coming back for more, because one thing is for sure, buyers buy, right? And if you know what they're already looking for, it makes it so easy for you. You don't have to be the second coming of Oprah. You don't have to be the king or queen of sales. You can suck at writing copy. Even if you don't even know what copy is, you don't even need a website, because there are so many platforms where you can actually make your solution available to people once you know what problem that you're going to fusion around, picking your niche and stuff, because we don't concern ourselves with niche. If we don't know what we do, we can't say who we do it for. Right? It just makes sense, right? You have to know what you do. Then you can go, and this is who I choose to do it for. So all of the avatar picking and all of the niche picking and all of that kind of stuff, if you don't know what you do, how can you even talk to those people about the problems? Right? So get into smaller problems, and then each of those solutions is a revenue stream. Yay, right? So go ahead and join me at this workshop. I'm so excited to share this with you. It's been a long time coming. I couldn't stand the shenanigans anymore that's happening online, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to make this available. People are spending this money on Black Friday and getting all this stuff, and it's useless if they don't know what problem they solve or how to find the problems that they solve. So go ahead, join me at this live virtual workshop. It's online, hence virtual, duh, right? I'm distracted because my kids are crying. And I understand, you've bought other stuff in the past, but this is truly a game changer for you. And I know that this will change everything about how you see what you do and how to find what you do and talk about what you do in a way that makes people go, yes, yes, I want that. Because none of us want to be like out here hard selling, peddling our wares and whatnot. We just want to say, hey, this is what I have. This can solve this problem for you. And people go, you know what? I was looking for that. I was already looking for that. Thank you for giving me the solution, right? And they pay you money. And it feels so much better. It's way better than, there's nothing better than solving problems for people and getting paid. It's really a cool thing. Okay, so enough of that. It's a live workshop, as I said. You'll get the replays. I'm offering it 2 times because I live in Europe, even though I'm American. So I wanted to make sure that everybody would have an opportunity to come live. You can send your questions in ahead of time. You'll get the replay, the slides, all of that stuff once it's done. And I've offered some cool bonuses. So go ahead and click the link below. And I look forward to working with you and talking with you in the workshop. This is Tiffany Jameson. See you on the other side.